This is our mobile radio. When you get into the car, the radio itself should power up when the car starts, but if it does not, the power button is right next to your volume knob, at which point a short press should power up your radio. We also need to make sure that the microphone, the handheld mic, is actually plugged in. Now it is a tight fit, but you will receive a confirmation beep once the microphone is plugged in properly, at which point you can lock it down by twisting that lock nut. This is going to be a general overview of the mobile radio itself. This is your power button, which is right next to your rotary volume knob. We have our channel selectors for channel up, down. We have our programmable P1 through P4 buttons. We have our scroll side to side buttons, our menu key, our back key, our OK key. This port here is for your accessory mic, and then we have our speaker. This is our menu button. This will access many of the features that are on the system, such as contacts, scan for scanning talk groups, zones to change between your digital and your analog zones, messages to send, receive, and check messages, call logs, and our basic utilities. The menu button is how you'll access certain features, such as your text messaging button. You'll hit the menu button and scroll through your system through to messages. You'll hit the OK. At which point you can look at your inbox, you can write a new message, send a quick text of pre-programmed text messages, look at your sent items already, hit drafts. Let's go to a quick text message. You can hit OK, and you can scroll through again a set of pre-programmed messages already in the system. Let's send an all clear message. We'll hit OK. We'll hit send. Now we can scroll through and choose either a group of radios or an individual radio to send a message to. We'll hit OK, and you'll notice that sending the message has been confirmed. To change zones, we'll access our menu button. We'll scroll through until we find our zone list. We'll hit OK. At which point we can scroll through our digital zone list, which is zone A, or our analog, which are zones B and zone C. Zone D is not used at this time. When we find the zone we wish to move to, we'll press OK, and then hit the back button to go back to the area we want to be at. When we're ready to go back to our digital, we'll go back in through the menu, go to zone list again, go back to our zone A, push OK, and back as well. Our first button that's of note is the P1 button. The P1 button itself is your emergency button. With a long press, this button will put your unit into alarm. A short press will help turn it off. On a long press, you will have to wait a few seconds, and you'll notice it'll show sending alarm. To clear out the alarm, you'll hit the back button and then an immediate press of the P1. That will turn off your emergency alarm system. Our next feature is going to be using the gate control feature from the radio. First, we need to change our talk group to the gates talk group. We'll use this channel up feature until our radio reads gates. At which point we'll press and hold the P2 button down until it shows gate control, and then it will say message sent. At this point, the gates should be opening. Once the gate's been opened, you can go back to your normal channel by using the channel down button again, or by pushing P3 to get back to your normal screen. Our next feature is going to be the channel revert. When you get into your car, if you happen to be on a different channel and you want to go back to your normal channel, the P3 button is used as a channel revert. Whether you're on a digital zone or an analog zone, when you push the P3 button with a short press, it'll go back to your normal channel, which is your channel 1. The next button is the P4 button. This is your talk around button. Talk around is a feature that is used when the repeater system goes down and you need to stay in contact using a local radio-to-radio call. A short press of the P4 button will turn your talk around on. During that time frame, you have direct talking between the radios themselves. It again does not go through the repeater system. A short press of the P4 again will turn the talk around off for when your system comes back online.